for all things Halloween. This is Hauntformer, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Nightmare Fuel. It seems like a lot of you have a morbid sense of curiosity, and I applaud you, myself included. You're back to see some more things that traumatize and terrify me, and I'm glad you are. A lot of you really enjoyed the first installment of what may be a new series on my channel, Nightmare Fuel, where essentially I'll be diving into the things that creep me out, or sometimes just straight up me. I don't know if that's actually a response, but here we are, and we're back talking about it. I've been doing some more real life scare things as of recent with my series Uncanny, and talking about scary stories and creepypastas, and now here I am talking about more Nightmare Fuel, and I'm glad you're here. So buckle your seatbelts because it's gonna get weird, just like the last time, and don't worry, no more Obey the Walrus, I promise. We are here to talk about 5 more disturbing things from online. Let's get into the first one. Everybody loves Pixar. I remember growing up watching Toy Story, watching Bug's Life, and probably my personal favorite, The Incredibles, even though I look exactly like Buddy, aka Syndrome. But that doesn't change the fact that I still love the Pixar movies, even until this day. I loved Ratatouille, and there are several more. But back in Pixar's early years, they were experimenting with animation styles, and you can see a lot of test footage online. One such test footage has been the subject of a lot of on the internet, and it's a video known as Pixar Mouse. The video is essentially a mouse dancing to I Believe in Miracles, the song, I believe in miracles. I'm going to have to play it pretty briefly on YouTube to avoid getting copyright stricken for the song. It's a good song. Basically, this mouse likes to dance to this song while trying to steal cheese out of a mouse trap or a rat trap, only to be swatted away by a broom. Now that in and of itself isn't too intense, but the weird animation, the dark setting, and the odd ambiance mixed with the I Believe in Miracles song adds a certain creepy, depressing factor to this video that a lot of the commenters on the original video seem to get along with me. I'll play a small sample for you now. I believe in miracles. As you can see, it's not necessarily super in-your-face scary, but it certainly has an unnerving, creeping quality to it that I don't like. And the cheese shaking its head with that odd face on the mouse doesn't really help. Oh boy, this one's a goodie. This one's... A lot of people don't know about this one, actually, and it's actually the subject of a creepypasta. Now, here's the difficult thing online, is I don't know if the creepypasta, the story came first, or the actual image, but I'm going to assume that the image came first and the story was based on top of it, but maybe someone's really good at Photoshop. But regardless of the origins and whether this is real or fake, it still terrifies the crap out of me. Essentially, this is a picture, I'll show it in just a moment, of something on the It's a Small World ride at Disney. Now, I'm not quite sure if it's Disneyland or Disney World. I believe the story picks one, but being someone who lives in Florida, it's creepier to me to think that this is right in my backyard, metaphorically. Regardless, the story goes that someone was getting off the ride and their mother was trying to use up the rest of the film reel on their camera and faced the camera facing towards the ceiling when evacuating the ride. And this was the photo that was taken. Now, what could this be? This could be a cast member of Disney that unfortunately took their own life. This could be an animatronic of one of the It's a Small World kids. This could be a hoax. It could be a costume hanging from the ceiling. It could be a lot of things. Maybe it's nothing, but it is creepy, and it's creepy enough to keep me awake at night, contemplating if I'll ever return to the magical place on Earth. I don't know, but I don't like the look of it. Robert Helpmann probably sounds like the name of your next door neighbor. Nothing suspicious at all. Yet the YouTube channel, Robert Helpmann, found right here on this platform, on this website, go ahead and check it out for yourself, contains some very disturbing content surrounding a woman, I say woman lightly, by the name of Daisy. And when I say woman, and when I say Daisy, I mean a possible dead body in a garbage bag being wrapped up and sat elegantly in Robert Helpmann's home, his humble abode. The videos are disturbing, and they vary in content. Sometimes it's just Daisy sitting down, sometimes it's Daisy taking a bath, sometimes it's Daisy on the stairs. Daisy seems to move around quite a bit, and the contents of the bag are a mystery. Is it actually a body? Is this all just a publicity stunt? Is this a YouTuber or a ARG? We don't really know, and I think that's what makes Robert Helpmann so disturbing. And it doesn't help with that really creepy music that's apparently a Christmas record in reverse. It's rather unsettling. It's that kind of creepy vibe that I don't like to feel, especially when you consider that Robert Helpmann, if he is in fact a real person, could just be your neighbor. Marina Glesgorv sounds like a pretty fantastic Fortnite username, but it's not. In fact, it's something far more terrifying. And it all comes from a strange Creepypasta, one of the OGs in my opinion, that tells the story of a YouTube video that was deleted from the platform and then YouTube re-uploading a different video in its place to cover up any suspicions. Apparently, the YouTube video, the original, was watched by about 100 or so people and viewed by one YouTube staff member who began screaming during the middle of the video and is under constant watch today. This is all, of course, theory and happenstance, no different than, Bloody Mary or what have you, but that original creepy premise freaks me out. Allegedly, people who watched this video took their eyes out and mailed them to YouTube's headquarters in California and then proceeded to commit suicide. A pretty dark story, one that I don't believe, but certainly one that freaked me out when I was younger, and the YouTube video attached, of whom I'm assuming is an actor from Asia, probably just taken out of context, has become something of nightmares. With the vague title, Marina Glesgorv, we really don't know too much about it. Some people say the video could be that of the devil, and other people pass it off as nothing more than a hoax. We will never know what that original video, if it even existed, contained, but it certainly creeps me out to think about it anyways. And finally, did I get you? Did I get you? If you were around YouTube back when I was a little tyke, around 2007 to 2009, that probably rang some bells. This is a very classic YouTube jump scare that came before a lot of the modern ones that we've seen. Essentially, this is a car commercial where we see a car traveling through some hills and valleys ever so elegantly. Sorry, I had to do it to you to get across the point that this thing terrified me when I was a little kid. I did not see that coming at all. And people would put this in innocent-looking videos to try to scare people. And it worked. And I love it. So you're welcome. This one isn't necessarily as creepy as any of the other ones in terms of how it makes me feel today, but it's a classic YouTube jump scare that I just couldn't pass up sharing for this spooky time of year, Halloween. There are certainly a lot of weird things, not just in real life, but on the internet, and I would love to share more with you. So if you're enjoying Nightmare Fuel, let me know, and I'll keep this series of videos going. Thank you very much for watching. If you like scary stuff like this, go ahead and subscribe because I talk about it all the year round. Remember, as always, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer.